story of how I earned the Adventuring Time advancement by running in a literal line is a tale of struggles, triumphs, pain, discovery, and getting scammed by the biome counter. With 2 command blocks working tirelessly, I was unable to stray from this line. If I went sideways, I was instantly teleported back. I had no idea how long this journey would take. I was hoping that I would finish before getting 100,000 blocks away from spawn. In the beginning of this challenge, things went normally. I found a bunch of common biomes right away. Then in episode 2, it happened. I sailed through a few water blocks that the F3 screen labeled as mushroom fields. I thought I had won the lottery, finding one of the rarest biomes so early on. But it was not meant to be. At the end of the episode, I checked the biome counter, and it didn't count. To get food, I would hold wheat or seeds to lure mobs onto the line. This worked well, and I never ran out. In episode 5, I saw the rare mangrove swamp, but my line did not go through it. An important thing I did was crafting a bed. Since I slept every night, it helped to keep me safe from mobs. Several times I came close to dying. Almost always it was due to falling off a cliff. In episode 6, I found the super rare ice spikes biome. That was a big milestone. Throughout this challenge, trees were the biggest problem. I need to break through the leaves and the wood. This was slow, and use the durability of my tools. Eventually, I found 2 diamonds in a jungle temple and crafted a diamond hoe. I wanted something to break through the leaves, and it worked well. The other annoying thing was the frozen ocean. Alternating between swimming and climbing over icebergs is very slow, and it seemed like these biomes stretched on forever. Twice, I got mining fatigue from an Elder Guardian. This caused me to be unable to pick up my bed after sleeping, resulting in having to survive the next night. I found several ruined portal chests, but my line was never close enough to a shipwreck. One time I searched through the suspicious sand around a desert well. It gave me suspicious stew that poisoned me, so I never did that again. In episode 11, I had found 43 out of 53 biomes, but not the flower forest. That was the last common biome that I found. I had mined some iron in the Stony Peaks biome, but I didn't use it too much. I knew I would eventually have to dig down to find the deep dark, and I wanted to have enough iron for pickaxes. I sometimes crafted shears though. After the diamond hoe broke, shears were an effective way of breaking through leaves. When I got enough string, I crafted a fishing rod. This allowed me to pull items onto my line, like a gold block from a ruined portal. Anytime I had to sail across a big ocean, I played this sailing music that I composed. In episode 20, I sailed past another mushroom island as I was 80,000 blocks from spawn. I wore leather boots whenever possible so I wouldn't sink into powdered snow. Once, a witch hit me with slowness. I did the safe thing and pillared up. All combat is hard when the teleporting command traps you on a line. Toward the end of this challenge, I finally found a mangrove swamp 108,000 blocks from spawn. After that, only 4 biomes remained: the Mushroom Island, Jagged Peaks, Windswept Forest, and the Deep Dark. The first of those that my line intersected was the Jagged Peaks. Because the Deep Dark tends to be below tall mountains, I dug down there. It worked, and the F3 screen said I was in the Deep Dark, even though I didn't see any skulk. In episode 34, I found the Windswept Forest. For such an unimportant biome, I don't know why they made it so rare. At that point, I was 150,000 blocks from spawn. I decided it was worth the risk of going back to spawn to find that first Mushroom Island. I jumped off a tall tower, and then started back at the world spawn point. It was a 5,000 block sprint with no gear or food. Quite dangerous, but when I arrived at the Mushroom Island, it counted this time. And that is how I got adventuring time by running in a literal line.